new city. We are in a very new city, and we are very happy to be here as part of our program of Jukwaa la Usalama. We will be here for 5 days to visit 5 counties, that is Uasin Gishu, Nandi, Elgeyo Marakwet, Baringo, and Trans Nzoia. And that will take us to more than half of the Rift Valley region in terms of our visit. Today we look forward to a conversation around key issues that are happening in this county. This is a cosmopolitan county, and we are halfway towards next elections. So one of the most key issues here we are looking up to is social relations among various communities that live in this county, and we are happy to report that for now a quite good period of time, the people of Uasin Gishu have continued to live in peace as one united people of Kenya. This is a city, it has everybody who comes from Kenya and also beyond. This is an international city. We have also non-Kenyans who live in this city. This city also is very significant, and as I said, in terms of fostering good relations among various communities. One of the security concerns for us here is a few elements that are inciting members of public and inciting communities against each other. One of the things that I have told the security team is to be very firm with anybody who is making inciting remarks against any community or any person. We know that some of those people are political actors that don't come from Uasin Gishu and they don't come from Rift Valley, but they try their best to create a wedge between communities in the hope that as a result of this wedge, they can try with their small minds, they think that by doing so they paint a bad picture on the government, but more deeply is because they want to use human beings and they want to use communities to fight against each other so that they can make their political point. We are going to be ruthless against those political actors. Some of them attempted during the 25th June protest or attempted protest and the 7th of July. And they tried to bring goons from other counties, from Nakuru, from Laikipia, from Trans Nzoia, to come and try to cause chaos in this county. The security team are finalizing investigations, particularly on the financiers and the chief inciters in this county, and arrests will be done in good time. Some of those who are trying to finance attacks on properties and attempted attacks on properties will be properly charged for the crimes that they are trying to commit. I reiterate, because I have seen my Law Society of Kenya leadership, and as a member, I totally disagree with those who want to make it lighter. They want to make it look cheap when we say that people who are banning courts, banning police stations, banning businesses with petrol bombs, stealing guns, banning houses for police officers, banning vehicles for county government and for banning supermarkets, looting people's businesses. All those people are properly defined in the Prevention Terrorism Act of the Republic of Kenya. They are defined to be terrorists because they have committed acts of terror. And if we find them attempt to do so, even in this city, we are going to charge them for what it is. We want to make sure, and I want to tell the Law Society of Kenya not to always be on the side of the criminals. They must be on the side of Kenyans. They must be on the side of preventing crimes in this county, in this region, and the Republic. Because there is no point for the Law Society of Kenya to spend a lot of energy to try to reduce the bail terms for suspected criminals who have properly been arrested and located in the scene. You know, banning properties and banning police stations and banning courts. Those are terrorists that must have their day in court, and they must not get the assistance of any civilized person, let alone the Law Society of Kenya. I want to ask the courts not to be intimidated and to be partners with the National Police Service, to be partners with the security sector in trying to forestall a crisis in the country. The reason why we have had crisis in the past is because people watch characters with bad utterances, politicians planning goons, politicians paying for people to burn people's properties, and in the past, because of fear of political repercussions, they have taken a lighter step. I want any lawyer to look at me on the face and define for me that a person who has used a petrol bomb to burn a court or burn a police station or burn administrative offices or burn a supermarket or burn anybody's property or burn government vehicles, and tell me another definition that is far much better than the one we have given under the law of Porter, that is Prevention of Terrorism Act. And by the way, I was a member of parliament when we passed that act, you know, and I see some of these political actors are trying to play holier than thou kind of posture to the public. Does former Speaker of National Assembly J.B. Muturi forget that he passed this law by hook or crook? He was sitting there when this law was passed in National Assembly. People poured water on him, and he stood very firm that time and said, we must have a strong law, security laws, that will protect the people of Kenya and protect them against the rogue characters who are performing acts of terror. I want him to perhaps jog his memory and advise, now that he's the legal advisor of the organizers of the goons. I want him to advise them that he was the speaker that presided over the passing of that law. And I want him to come back to his senses as a proper good citizen that he was then when he passed the law that we are now applying. And we will apply it indiscriminatively. It doesn't matter whether you were a member of parliament like me that time or not. This is very important. And I want to give clear warning to all politicians operating in this county. It does not matter which political side you are in. It doesn't matter whether you are an aspirant or holding office. If we find you making insightful statements against for what it is. I know there are some people who are trying to intimidate judges, magistrates, so that they can give lighter bail terms and lighter sentences. I want to ask the judiciary and the Chief Justice to stand firm, because prevention is better than cure. We don't want people to cause silly activities here. And those people who are being ferried from other counties to come and cause chaos in Wazingishu, we will arrest you far before you get here. We will, in the near future, we will track you. If you were brought all the way from Ngarwa to come to this county, we will arrest you way far before you get even to Molo, because you are being transported to come commit acts of crime. This county must, the people of this county, and live in utmost unity. Number two is that in this county we are struggling with second generation of alcohol and drugs, hard drugs, including marijuana, and in some situations also even heroin has been found in this county. I have told the security committee of this county, in certain terms, that we must get rid of all these drugs. We are here with Okada. We are going to discuss in the meeting how best our chiefs and assistant chiefs are going to help us to get rid of hard drugs in this county. And I must say also, in this situation, there are businessmen and women who are selling second generation of alcohol and transporting from neighboring country, but also locally manufactured. Again, I have told the security team to complete the investigation files, and those actors must be charged. I have also asked political leaders to keep off intimidating and calling police officers and threatening them that they will be transferred. No police officer will be transferred under our watch.
And those who have been victims of political actors here, trying to harass police officers when they are doing enforcement on matters of second-generation alcohol, drugs, and so forth, I want to say here outrightly that we will also come for you because you are trying to interfere with police officers when they are carrying out lawful arrests and other lawful activities to prevent such kind of alcohol. So here in this county, Nandi, in Elgeyo Marakwet, that is an issue of great concern to us in terms of second-generational alcohol and drug abuse. Considering also this is county number 1, I want to appreciate the residents of this county. They have been very patient. They have the lowest administrative units. They are not even demanding sub-counties like others and so forth. They just want us to complete some divisions and some locations and sub-locations. I have good news for them that pursuant to the brief I've been given here, we are going to operationalize a number of administrative units that had already been gazetted, so that I am told the president has only, in one location, he has one chief and one sub-chief. So the location is manned by the chief and manned also by the assistant chief. I think this is one of the most patient presidents we have ever had, and very law abiding. But now that I'm here, I must make sure that people of Turbo also get fair share of proper administrative units that have been gazetted over time and not operationalized, and we will do so in the next 1 week. The other issues, there's a lot of issues of fraud, like expected in many cities, and I've told the police to also deal hard. I see here so many people are losing their money here. You know, they are being defrauded here. And I want to ask business people here to stop using shortcuts. If you want someone to supply maize to you, you have to have proper agreement. You must know that he's a maize trader. You can't just send your money before even you can get delivery of the goods. The same way people are being defrauded using their phones and so forth. Let's not use shortcuts. Where it requires a lawyer, use a lawyer. Where it requires you to verify certain documentation, verify. When the deal is too sweet, you know, you must be very careful in terms of how you do business. Some of the cases, the police even don't know what to do because you willingly gave out your money, and the other person is telling you, I had the maize, but it's lost, I will bring them. You know, it becomes very difficult for the police to do the investigation. So be very careful. We must protect. This is a university town or an education town. So we must also take care of our students. A number of them are being defrauded, and a number of them also are being victims of alcohol and drug abuse. And part of the reasons why we must be very careful is to protect our young men and women who are in various universities and colleges in this very important city of Eldoret. I think the land fraud also is a serious issue, and I've told the security team to deal with it because we have cases of people being defrauded, or sometimes goons occupying by force people's land and refusing to vacate, or getting fake court orders or fake title deeds in this very city. Tomorrow, the day after, on Friday, once I go to Elgeyo Marakwet and Baringo, I will address issues of banditry in that area and the progress we have made in dealing with the issues of banditry, and we have made significant progress, and we are going to upscale also our operations to deal with these issues of banditry, and the most appropriate place to address that issue is once we go to Baringo and Elgeyo Marakwet, where it's the epicenter of that problem. I think that is really, in summary, some of the issues we are dealing with here. Unless I forget anything that is very key, I think those are some of the key issues. I'll take about 3 questions, and then we exit to go to the most important function here of Jukwaa Salama. I also want to encourage, which I'll still say when I launch there, I want to encourage most Kenyans here, especially young people, to take their IDs. There are many young people here and many residents of Uasin Gishu who are of age above 18 and they don't have IDs. I want to encourage all of them to take their IDs. We are going to provide a better technology with live capture in all the sub-counties here in Uasin Gishu, and the IDs will be ready within 7 days. So there's no reason why many young people should not get their IDs so that they can be able to get government services and also participate in making very important decisions in the next elections. I will take 3 questions. Seth, and who else?
I'll ask one much more. Let me be the first because you have mentioned something.
Yeah, 1, 2, and then the third one. Is there a lady? Okay, let me take the 3, and then I come with the 2, and then we close in there.
I just want to base on what you have said.
Yeah.
Has the law changed on bail terms? Because like you are saying, bail terms should be finity, opportunity, so to speak. Has the law changed? At the same time, are you intending to review Terrorism Act so that it can fit into the current trends that are happening in the country, so to speak?
First, the law has not changed in terms of bail terms. It is the discretion of the judge to look at the circumstances and the concerns around the suspects, whether they are flight risk, and so forth. Bail by itself is not a punishment, but it must be such that it is a deterrent for those who think that they will commit another crime and continue. Even when we are dealing with the cases, the bail terms must be such that that person will be brought to order. It must not go